Hey there, Scorpio, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of October, and we're going to take a look at past, present, and near future energies. Also, Scorpio, if this reading resonates and you want to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. And of course, if you enjoy what I do, please consider buying me a cup of coffee. Donation link is below in the description box, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated because your girl loves coffee. Okay, let's see. The main energy for your reading this month is the Tower. You get the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. There's an internal conflict happening here for you, which is very destabilizing for you from what I can tell. Something feels like you're like confused, but it's not the confusion which is destabilizing. I don't know. I have to clarify this. All I can see is you're kind of just constantly teetering back and forth internally between I want this, I don't want this. This feels great, this doesn't feel great. Like there's a bit of a lack of stability here for you. In the recent past, you get the Page of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Three of Cups. You're approaching this slowly. This is fun. This is exciting. This is, there's that spark. But you're constantly torn between, I really enjoy my company with this person. I'm having a lot of fun. This is awesome. I should end this. I should put an end to this. Now, again, this could be a friend. This could be family. This could be romantic. I'm not seeing anything quite yet. So we'll see when I clarify. In the current situation, you get the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. There's a lot of mental clarity happening here for you about why your walls are up, why you're so guarded, why you're so defensive. And it kind of stresses you out a little bit. I do understand that you know why you're being guarded, why you're kind of like, having your emotional walls up, but it still stresses you out because I feel like you don't want to have your walls up. You don't want to be this defensive. You don't want to be this guarded, but it's kind of like it is what it is type of situation. I don't know. I can't wait to clarify this. I'll tell you this right now. In the near future, you get the Six of Wands, the Judgment, and the Two of Pentacles. You overcome these energies. You're kind of like, okay, the hard part internally for yourself, overcame that. I realized that. I learned what I needed to learn. But the confusion is still there for you. So let's dive in. Pretty vague opening to the reading, Scorpio. So let's see what's going on. I'm going to start off by clarifying the main energy for your reading this month, which is the Tower. Tower is clarified by the Page of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. You're taking small steps, right? This could also have to do with your career, by the way. Pentacles are all about here in the 3D world. But what I do see here when it comes to your, whatever it is here in the 3D world, you're focusing on your stability, your needs. This could be your job, your independence, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you are starting a business, a side hobby. This could also be in a relationship. Again, I don't know. But what I do see is you focusing on you, your independence, your stability, your needs, your desires. And it's kind of like a learning process for you to learn how to do that because you are so giving and loving and nurturing. And sometimes you tend to overgive energetically from yourself. And so it seems like this month, in the wake of whatever is destabilizing for you, you're focusing on you. It's you in the number one position. And I kind of like seeing that. It's a little bit selfish, but I really do like seeing that. All right, let's see. Let's take a look at the recent past. I want to see what the Page of Wands is all about for you. Page of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Judgment. You get the Judgment again in the near future. You are offering your love here to someone, right? There is love here, but there's also an energy of you kind of lying to yourself about it in terms of thinking that this is, you're not thinking, you're hoping or trying to convince yourself that this is more than what it is. So let's say you're hanging out with someone, you're dating them. It's fun, it's cool, but it doesn't have like that next level, but you keep telling yourself, no, this is love, this is love, this is love, beyond just this is fun, this is casual, this is exciting, right? You're kind of trying to convince yourself that there's more to this connection than there actually is. And you've kind of, this, but again, you're also trying to persuade yourself like, no, this is more, this is more, this is more. Let's take a look at the Ten of Swords. This is in the recent past, so things may have changed. here's the thing. You're a little bit confused because you're showing somebody else is showing up here for you, a different connection. It could be somebody from your past, somebody that you had a long-term relationship with, and you're showing me like they're on my mind. It's almost like you kind of realize like, okay, with them it's completely over at this point. I don't know why this person is coming up for you. And again, it's kind of like you're torn between two people, if I'm being honest. Somebody that you had a long-term connection with or still do have a long-term connection with, and they are stability. They may be even a Taurus. And you're kind of showing me like, okay, things with that person are over. But are they? And then you have this other energy of somebody showing up, which is like, this is fun, this is cool, this is exciting, but, right? Like, it's not everything that I want it to be. Like, with whoever this person is, the long-term connection, they're showing up as the lovers. This new person is showing up as fun, exciting, flirty. Let's take a look at the Three of Cups in the recent past. Three of Cups is clarified by the Lovers, the Temperance, and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, it's stressing you out a little bit because part of you does want this other connection while the other part of you is trying to kind of like heal and get over it. I will say this, I feel like you and this person may still be in each other's lives in like a friend capacity. So the connection isn't severed here completely, but you're showing me like the romantic part of it, that's over. So maybe you guys went from dating to being friends. I don't know, but I do see like two different energies showing up here for you, Scorpio. Let's take a look at the current situation. I want to see what the Ace of Swords is for you. Ace of Swords is clarified by the Page of Swords, Nine of Cups, Seven of Cups. You're trying to gain some mental clarity in the current situation. And at the bottom of the deck, you get the Six of Wands. You get again in the same row in the near future. You're trying to gain some mental clarity here surrounding what will actually bring you emotional fulfillment and emotional stability. Is it this connection? Do I need to find something else? Maybe you're thinking of switching jobs. There's a lot of introspection happening for you this month. But it's coming more from like a logical place. So you're sitting there thinking like, okay, is this what I want? Is this not what I want? How do I feel? You're very like almost like having conversations with yourself, and they all surround your emotional fulfillment, emotional stability, what truly fills you up inside. And I do see some doubts. I do see some doubts here surrounding your current situation, whether or not it is emotionally fulfilling, whether it is emotionally balancing, whether it's giving you what you need emotionally. Let's take a look at the Nine of Wands in the current situation. Nine of Wands is clarified by the King of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. You're very guarded and you're very defensive, right? Because part of you is kind of like waiting and hoping to... This is going to sound really bad, Scorpio, I'm not going to lie. You're kind of hoping for something better, something different, somebody better. Because you're showing me like, I want somebody that truly makes me feel amazing and incredible. And it's kind of like you're sitting there waiting for, a new beginning in love. Maybe somebody new to come in. Not necessarily this person from your past that you still have a connection with, but, somebody that will actually give you that feeling, that emotion that you truly want. Let's take a look at the Nine of Swords in the current situation. Also, I'm sorry for constantly clearing my throat. I just had lemonade, and for some reason, I just can't stop clearing my throat. The Nine of Swords is clarified by the King of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Ace of Swords. You got the Ace of Swords in the current situation. This could have more to do with your financial stability. You may be stressed out about something at work, something pertaining to your job, where you kind of are like, I don't know if this is what I want anymore. I don't know if this is emotionally fulfilling to me anymore. I don't know if this job does it for me anymore. So maybe you're thinking of switching jobs or moving into like a different department or doing something different. But you're very crystal clear on like, this isn't cutting it anymore for me. You're aware of that. You're aware of that on both like a logical, practical here in the 3D world level, but also your higher self is kind of like, yeah, You know, this is clear to you, Scorpio, that this is just not cutting it anymore. Let's take a look at the near future. The Six of Wands keeps coming up throughout this reading, so I want to see what that's all about. Six of Wands is clarified by the Moon, the Five of Wands, and the Two of Cups. Yeah, you don't see this coming quite yet, Scorpio, but you're going to be able to successfully overcome whatever internal conflict you're experiencing pertaining to love right now. So maybe you just get to the conclusion of like, okay, this person's just not it, I'm moving on. Maybe whatever internal conflict you have pertaining to this person that you're with, it gets resolved and you're like, yep, this is the relationship that I want. You know, we were just going through a rough patch. Whatever it is that you're having, this internal conflict, this back and forth pertaining to your love life in particular, that's going to get resolved in the near future, and it's going to be successfully resolved, like very, very well. You're gonna make it through the confusing part. So let's take a look at the Judgment. The Judgment is clarified by the Emperor, the Seven of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. And just as quickly as you make it out, you go right back in. You're like, well, I mean, yeah, you know, I made up my mind. I decided, but what about... Did I see the Judgment somewhere else here? I could have sworn I saw the Judgment somewhere else. Give me a second, Scorpio. Yes. The Judgment was opening your reading when you kind of were trying to convince yourself that this person is more than they are, like you care for them more than you do. You're trying to make this more than it is, this connection. In the near future, you're showing me, yeah, I made up my mind, I decided, but then you keep bouncing back and forth to the idea of, okay, well, maybe I should just leave, maybe I should just abandon this. Because, I mean, things are working between you and this person. It's not like this connection is just completely terrible and it's boring and there's, you know, nothing there. It is. It's like a fun connection, but you want more. So this is kind of like, this person's like vanilla ice cream, and you're like, okay, vanilla ice cream's cool, but I want Rocky Road. I want cookies and cream, right? Like, this person is just hitting the mark. They're not 100% like, you know, lighting you up inside the way you want to be lit. Let's take a look at the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Fool, the High Priestess, and the Ten of Wands. It's hard for you. It's difficult for you because you're confused. You really are confused, Scorpio. You're confused internally. It's like the 3D world for you, the love is working out, the job is working out, but internally it's just not enough. It's like you want more. And that's what you're showing me here. You're like, look, I just wish I could start from scratch. Like I could just shut off this internal voice of mine of like, this isn't enough, I want more, this isn't good enough, and just pretend like it is. Just let's pretend like it is. You can't do that though, right? You can't, because your internal voice, your internal compass is so strong, your intuition is so strong, and sometimes you really wish it wasn't, but it is. Sorry to break it to you. All right, let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind this month, Scorpio. High Priestess. From the universe, you get the High Priestess, King of Pentacles, and the Chariot. And you get the Death, which is you at the bottom of the deck. Scorpio, you want more. You want more, whether it's financial, whether it's relationship, whether it's whatever it is, right? You want more. And your internal intuition, your internal compass is pushing you in that direction to go pursue more, but you're not actually matching up with here in the 3D world. You're not taking any action yet. I feel like that's going to change though. I really do feel like that's going to change. But that is what I have for you. Hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And of course, if you enjoy what I do, please consider buying me a cup of coffee. Donation link is below, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for tuning in, Scorpio, and I'll see you here on the next one.